there thanks to the takeaway. Now the Bears building through the midfield. A nice ball out wide, and trying to center it in is Kai Hayes, headed out by Ungashik and backed up by Alvord for SMU. Baylor takes it away once more though. Here's Sky Leach.
And that is one area in which Lydia Ungashik, to me, already is not a freshman. She is a pretty tall player, and she is rock solid in the air. She doesn't panic when the ball comes flying toward her head. She has cleared out a bunch of balls tonight and in earlier games as well. She is a strong player in the air already, and I think if you're going to force her into mistakes, it's going to be on the ground, it's going to be applying high pressure, it's going to be running your forwards and midfielders through the box on overlapping runs, trying to zigzag and give her looks maybe that she hasn't seen before. But sending crosses into the middle, number 15 is rock solid for SMU.
SMU up 1-0 on the goal by Eliana Salama, her 4th of the season. That was a handball, by the way, on Baylor. And SMU choosing to play it back into possession, and now a long ball for an advancing Hayden Halscheid. Halscheid trying to get in at that forward position and pressure in on Alvarez, who has to punch it away. So Hayden Halscheid getting some of her first action of her career, and certainly her most significant action playing in the first half against a Big 12 team.
Yeah, and if she can become a contributor as well, I think Nicole Nelson and her staff have to be pretty thrilled with the start to the careers of this freshman class. Because when you talk about Lydia Ungashik and Kelly Gordon and Sadie Paul, maybe Hayden Halscheid becomes part of that, and I'm forgetting one. But the Mustangs have gotten a lot of contributions already from players who are 18 years old, barely comfortable on campus so far.
There's a look at the freshmen,
Bach, there it is,
who have played significant moments this year for SMU. Eddie and Gordon with multiple goals. Lydia Ungashik getting her 7th start, 2nd on the team in minutes coming in, and then Paxton Bach, who was lost for a few games with a knock to her head, back on as well. And Halscheid trying to run onto this one, the good work rate. Halscheid did not play at all as a freshman technically last season, so, you know, in her redshirt freshman season, if you will, getting some of her most significant action, and she can basically be a bonus part of this freshman class as she contributes.
Right, and a lot of coaches are pretty happy if they get significant contributions from a couple of freshmen this early in their year. So if SMU starts getting full contributions from 4 or 5 freshmen, again, the Mustang coaches have to be thrilled because they've identified and recruited some good players, and they'll have them for another 3 years.
3 minutes left in the half, and Isgrig trying to send one vertically toward the box. Denied by SMU, and then Bach backs it up along the far wall and plays another vertical one for Halscheid. Halscheid trying to run onto it, and she does. Halscheid is in, sends it across, and Isabel Alvarez leans to snipe it.
Nice run by Halscheid, who not only got the inside shoulder on Hallie Augustin, outran her by a step to get to the ball, and then was able to keep her balance and keep her footing to get across into the middle. Now, she didn't have a teammate there to pass to or to pounce on a rebound, but really nice run and serve by Halscheid.
Halscheid with that shot for SMU. SMU was being outshot 5-1 early. They've made it 7-5. Baylor still out shooting SMU at this point. Lone goal to SMU. The serve across, a dangerous one, but a solid header by Hartman. And on that second ball, it's in the feet of Burr. She's unable to fully clear it, and Baylor plays it into possession with under 2 minutes left to play in the half.
You never want to stop playing for offensive chances, and the Mustangs certainly won't, but they are being careful. With a minute and a half remaining in the half, you've got all 11 behind midfield and about 9 sitting deep enough to help in the defensive third. They definitely don't want to give up an equalizer before the intermission.
Another serve across by Kohlberg. The header down, not very dangerous for Baylor there, as it was Salma Simona who had an opportunity to head it toward the goal.
She did, but her body was sort of carrying away from the goal, so she wasn't able to get a whole lot on it, giving Sierra Cotillard plenty of time to take a couple steps to her right and grab it.
And rather, that was Hannah Boughton who was in on the play. But with less than a minute to play in the half, SMU tried to hang on to the break with the 1-0 advantage. They've played a pretty solid first half and got a fortunate goal as well. Boughton winning that first touch, but King, who only goes at 5'3", stands up well against the stout Boughton and sends it into touch for a throw-in for Baylor. Just a few seconds left in the half.
You know that phrase that coaches say about a player who plays larger than her size? I hate that phrase, but in the case of Sophie King, it's true. She is a tough, physical defender. And you're right, she's only 5'3", but she doesn't back down from anybody on a one-on-one.